But all right, welcome back to the show. We took a week off. And I'm here with my guy, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the multi-timed flag football champion. My guy Dan, what's going on?
What's up, man?
Not too much. I'm
You
thinking about
know,
shortening your intro, honestly. Every time
at,
I get to the middle of it, I'm like, why I might have
at
to
this
shorten
at
this.
this point, they realize I'm multi. Like,
I think I'm yeah,
it's
at least I'm gonna start cutting it down to one multi-timed.
yeah. It's all right. I know how many I got. They don't need to. They want to know. Come watch me play.
Uh, let's jump into Caitlin Clark. I don't even know what I wrote down. Okay,
Oh
I
man,
changed
that's
it.
not
I had
okay.
two
I was about to say.
conversations I was gonna have, but I'll just sneak one into this one. So a question I asked you on here was, well, I guess I'll just give my take. It's probably the easier version of this.
Okay.
There has never been, like we don't talk about the teams. Like even when LeBron lost to the Mavericks, we didn't talk about how great Dirk and the Mavericks were. That's not what
No.
happened. We talked about LeBron melted down and lost.
Right.
When Kawhi beat the Warriors, that might be a little different. That's a little different.
No. I
No,
mean,
no,
it's
you're right.
right.
Because we
Like
didn't talk about
because
the
because
Raptors winning. We talked about how
when
hurt the
Kawhi won
Warriors
his
were.
first, or how Kawhi won his first championship. That was
True.
kind of like I mean, I already know where you're going
But
with it, and
no,
I can
even that
answer it.
we really didn't, because the thing is that's when KD left. So we didn't really even spend a summer talking about how great Kawhi was. We spent a
It's
summer
like
talking
where
about how,
KD's going,
yeah, what
or things
KD's
like
doing.
that.
Yeah. And so it's like that's the kind of like there's a pattern here. Like we care because I think football is different because the helmets, the pads, everybody, you don't see the people. Like when you go to a replay,
Well,
you don't see Patrick Mahomes. Like, you know
they
what I
they,
mean?
but they still have. I don't know. Football's starting to get to that point where
A little
they
bit,
try to
yeah.
highlight like
Certain people, yeah.
storylines and people and like greatness in people and just single it out because even when like uh the 49ers was going on that big run in the back in this past year, it
Yeah.
was Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy.
That's
Look
true.
what is he gonna do if he does this? He's the first quarterback drafted in the seventh round that did this, and
That's
since
true.
Tom Brady was the sixth round quarterback and X, Y, and Z. So they like pull narratives and they
For
push
people,
certain
for
people.
individual
Yeah,
people.
they
Yeah.
it's like who can you push to like they can't push Angel Reese for the WNBA as much as they like her and things like that. She's not the going. They think Clayton Clark is going to be the face of WNBA when it's said because
Yeah.
all the stars are starting to get a little bit. Even though they got real good young talent in WNBA, she's going to be the face. That's
Uh,
why they moving all these dates for the games and everything, switching arenas already.
mm-hmm.
Indiana Fever might as well come out and say they picking Caitlin Clark
Yeah.
because it's
They have,
already
did you
happening.
see the little thing? There was a thing on somewhere on Instagram, I think I seen, where they said that 36 of the Indiana Fever's
Yeah,
40
90%.
games are
90% of
televised.
their games are televised this
I was like,
year.
wait,
Like it's crazy.
they
Like, but
only
they're
show one game a week of WNBA, right? On ESPN or
uh
ESPN2. I think it's like
no, it's
one
back to
game. Oh,
backs though. They do back to
okay. So it's like
backs.
one night then.
Right, it's one night, but
Okay.
they do back to backs. Yeah.
That's
Or it
crazy.
might be two nights of back to backs though, because it went up from previous years last year.
Okay. That's what I was
But
going like, I know it don't come on like NBA where it's just on
but
every day.
the only reason why is because 90% of those games is she gonna be playing Cameron Breen,
Yep.
Camila Cardoza, and then it is underline. I mean, a soft storyline is if the draft go how it's supposed to, Carmilla Cardoza and Angel Reese is supposed to be on the same team. Talk about a four or
Jesus.
five combination,
I just think
like
the thing
so.
for me, the Caitlin Clark conversation just goes to like basketball specifically. I'll take it back to that. Individual greatness as a story, as a narrative,
Outweighs.
trumps any team. Unless like y'all almost
Yeah.
died together or something.
All
Like
right.
it's never gonna add up to an individual great player. It's just like
Well,
the Chet and Wimby conversation for the past 3 months. There is no could Chet win Rookie of the Year anymore. Why? Because they keep adding more and more minutes to Wimby, and the more minutes you get him, the more crazy shit he keep doing.
right.
more crazy stats he keep putting up. And it's like, okay, that's cool. Your team got 55, 60 wins, whatever they got. Like, that's cool, but the
Wimby just had a
individual is
quadruple
better.
double almost.
Yeah,
Like
like
he
it's
been flirting
sick.
with a quadruple for a second.
That's the thing, is like,
But
do we want to hype up like South Carolina last year? Didn't they whole starting five get drafted?
yeah, and then
That's
came
crazy.
back this year and won the championship
And won a
again.
championship with a brand new starting five. That's
Yeah,
crazy. But
that
it
is
didn't
crazy.
matter because I can't even say little white girl, because technically for the WNBA, she would be like LeBron size. She'd be like 6'7", like NBA size. But
But
this white girl come in and is dropping 30 and shooting from 30 feet.
yeah,
And that
but
shit is
it
much
but
more entertaining than
it
watching 90s pick and roll fucking basketball.
but what's crazy is I can say for all those people who were Paige Bucker fans were this was her height. Like
Yeah. Well,
Kayla, I ain't
that's
gonna.
it's not fair,
I used to
bro.
watch. I used to watch college basketball, especially women's and men's, a lot. And
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark really didn't come up until Paige got hurt, and that whole year they
Yeah.
needed somebody else to. And it's
It
just
was
like,
2 years.
the 2 years. But I'm just saying,
Yeah, because
initially,
I knew who she was I knew who she was before she went to college.
right? Because but this crazy is Caitlin Clark was in that same class.
Yeah. She was only
It
like a couple rankings down though. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, Paige was 1, and then she was
She was
5.
like four, yeah, 4 or 5 or something
Yeah,
like that.
because
Yeah.
Angel Reese was 2, Cameron Brink, and then Carmelo Cardoza was 4,
Yep.
and then Caitlin Clark was 5. So it's just like,
Hey, can I don't want to never mind. I can we women's WNBA players, women's basketball players, bigs in general in the WNBA. Y'all have to learn a post fade. If once the women, the bigs in the WNBA learn any type of post phase, any
like the
type of post anything, it's gonna change the entire game. Just watching them just play like any 6'5" dude in a rec league, sometimes that shit sometimes kind of made me upset. Where I'm just like, all right, y'all here, but you ain't got here yet because of
it's because
the skill level is not there yet.
the women point guards got the
They at the
wow that
Yeah, they got this. They jumped up, but the bigs, I'm like Cardoza. I'm just watching her in the championship game. I'm just like, yeah, you dominating, but it's just you're just
because she's six
big.
seven. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
because she's 6'7".
you're not. It ain't no skill. There's not a lot of skill here. She's not bringing the ball up, or like I said, posting. I didn't see any. I don't think I seen a
No.
single. No, you know what? That white girl on Iowa, the one Martin.
Oh, Martin, yeah, with the
She was
yeah.
hitting the
Martin
post
got
fade,
yeah,
and I'm like,
she got good post phase, yeah.
and that's what
She
made
was
me
a
think
senior
about it.
though. It took her a minute.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I seen her. I was like, how come these other girls are 6'5",
Well,
6'6",
homegirl
six
from
seven,
South
and they not
home
doing that shit?
tall chick from South Carolina has some moves though. The white girl, tall, skinny with the ponytail, South Carolina, she has some for the be like
Oh
6'5",
yeah,
6'6".
yeah,
She had some moves, boy.
but
Like
she
she
just
would get
not.
it from the. She was just skinny. She wasn't a big. She was more
It's
like a
not even the
stretch
skinny.
four.
She's not fluid either. You know how you see
Nah,
like
she
a
was like I mean
nah.
not in the paint, but she was tall enough to get in the paint and do some moves. But she took it from the wing, boy, and went crazy. And
Yeah,
I'm
but
just like,
it's
oh man, she got some moves.
what's a good comp? I'm trying to think. Good NBA comp. It's like
Who you
I
talking
don't
about for
fucking
who?
know. For that white girl you talking about, I don't know her name,
Oh, more like a
but
Middleton.
nah, not middle. Nah, definitely not Middleton.
Yeah, it's like somebody with no post moves for real, but can still stretch the floor because of your bigger body and then
You know
and
what?
drive.
Nah, I just don't see. It's just like when you at the gym when you playing pickup and it's a tall white dude who look normal, and but he's 6'5", 6'6" or something, and then you get him out there and all of a sudden it's just like, oh, like you don't move like you athletic. You just kind of
You move
big.
like you know how to hoop.
Yeah, you
It's
just
like
a
you're not
big
athletic, you
normal
just know how to hoop.
person. Yeah, yeah, you're just a big. You don't have like smooth athleticism. Like you just kind of are, just doing shit. But let's go back to the whole. I just think it's that narrative to me is so silly. Like the LSU last year when it was like, oh, Caitlin Clark's getting more coverage than LSU winning. Yeah, this is how it goes. Like this is
Yeah.
how that works. If you don't have another Caitlin Clark on your team, because Andrew Reese is not that. I know people
No.
want to hype it up to be that, but it's like I said, when you talk about skill level, It's like, okay, cool, you
No.
6'5", like that's cool. You can't bring the ball up court, facilitate the offense, fucking hit threes from 35 feet deep, get 15 to you're
No.
not doing that. You just sitting there getting putting your misses back 3 times. Like some of those 18 rebound games is that. Like, but
Yeah,
we can't
yeah,
talk
it
about that
really
right
is
now
though.
for the WNBA because or for women's basketball because we trying to hype it up, but that's what they missing is like
Man,
the
half of it self
skilled big.
rebounds. Like taller girls
Yeah,
get 18 boards because they just miss
you
and get
just
their shit
there
back.
and you six
Uh,
six. Yeah, like Cardozo did that. I seen her do that shit one. There was one possession she missed like 3 straight times and got the rebound 2 times. I'm like, uh, yeah, of
I'll
course
stat
you got
pad
12
too.
rebounds. Yeah, like you putting it out, you barely got it up to the rim and got a rebound twice. But I just
Yeah,
think
I
that's
just
the fascination is that Caitlin Clark looks more like what you would think like it this is a fucked up thought, but it's almost like if you took like a D3 just like white guy and just did Joanna Man with him. You know what I mean? Like,
and took them to the WNBA.
yeah, just put him in women's basketball. Like, that's kind of what it feels like. I think that's the fascinating part is that she plays
Yeah,
like a dude. I mean, there's a couple of those, and that's the other part. That's the scary part.
a lot of those girls do though,
I think for
because
WM or not WNBA for college, I think Caitlin Clark might have unlocked something. Hopefully for some of these top ranked girls that can change this shit. Cause how UConn, now South Carolina, Tennessee back in the day when I was a kid, like y'all, I understand this is the thing
Notre
for
Dame.
women's, but just imagine if Kentucky, if every top 10 recruit just went to Kentucky or North Carolina for our entire lives. That shit would suck.
So it sounds like Alabama football for our
Yeah, for
entire
those
lives.
8 years, ten
It's just right
years
here.
of like, yes, yeah, the exact same shit, bro. Because it's like after a while, it's like we missing who's the girl on South Carolina, the point guard. I don't
Yeah, I know
remember
you're talking about
the guard
girl with the
from
short, yeah, short dreads.
yeah, the old
Yeah,
girl
she
from
got whipped.
LSU.
She was a freshman. Flage, nice too, like
That's what I'm
with the handles and
saying.
shit. Then homegirl from Tennessee too, the
Now
senior
imagine if they
who's like
spent
third. They don't
imagine
talk
if
about.
they did the same thing Caitlin Clark did with Iowa. Go to a team that's and it's all on you for 4 years. You have to learn how to carry a team and just you getting buckets for
Wait,
4 years. Of course, your skill set would go
but
to a
what's
different
crazy
way.
is they don't really which Flage and Angel Reese came out a couple games ago and said like I don't Diana Rivers from Tennessee is like she just she's been moving up the chart. She's like third all time in
Yeah,
NCAA
yeah, I
history of
remember seeing that.
scoring,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
nobody even just is like
Don't give a fuck.
she's third. But what's crazy is I don't even remember like back in the day Kelsey Plum getting this much credit for breaking the record.
Mm-mm.
Like
But
it's
that's
just
why it's
like
funny when you brought her up when you was talking about her balling in college basketball. I was like, I remember I know her from her WNBA success. I don't remember her from college at all.
a lot
I
of
remember
people
Brianna
only know
Stewart.
her
I
from
remember
being
Ionescu, but
yeah. I know a lot of
Asia
people only
Wilson,
remember her as home because she's um the NFL player's wife.
Darren Waller. Yeah,
Yeah, Darren Waller. So I mean, I
it's
don't
just
know, man.
crazy.
It's
This is a thing we do. I just that's the
it's
take. This is a thing we do. It's not black and white. It ain't got nothing to do with that.
nah,
It's this is what
it's
we do with basketball. That's what happens. The individual players get
sell, but
everything.
the individuals sell. Like teams don't
Yes.
sell. You can't teams can't travel because teams change.
Yeah.
Individuals sell. So that's what it
Exactly.
is. We're gonna pinpoint an individual and make money off that person because I mean that's all we can do. We
Yep.
can't make money off South Carolina because we all seen South Carolina can switch all five and then there we go, all our money's gone. Caitlin
Yep.
Clark, we already knew this was gonna be. So next year, guess what? Who they gonna go to? Probably Paige Buckers. They gonna go back to Paige or
Paige gone.
Juju.
Paige is
Oh
gone.
no,
She
yeah,
going
Paige gone.
again.
Juju. They gonna
Juju Watkins,
Juju's for
yeah.
the yeah.
And
It's
she a
just gonna be
freshman.
like
They gonna attach this shit to her for
and
the
she's
next three
already broke
years.
every freshman record for points. So guess what? They're gonna be like, Juju, stay 4 years and break Caitlin's record. That's what they're
Yep.
gonna say.
Yeah.
So
I'm
is the
looking at it
record even
now.
safe? Is
I'm
the
looking
record
at it
even
now.
safe?
It's funny. No, somebody's gonna come through and go
Juju,
silly.
Juju might not stay 4 years, so she might not do it. But if she was to stay 4 years, Juju would break it in probably. She probably could break it in three if you ask me.
Yeah, I want to point out that Caitlin Clark averaged 31.6 points per game. Juju is second, averaging 27.
Man.
That I don't even know who. Do you remember the girl's name from Tennessee that broke the record?
But I think she was a fifth year senior though. That's the only reason why she moved up the chart
That's
so
the
much.
point. That's a
Yeah, that was the
big
point.
difference
Yeah,
between I played all the games for 5 years versus I'm dropping
but
32 a
she
game.
didn't come from Tennessee though. Like, I
But
think
I
she
just
came from
oh,
a
okay.
different school.
But
So
it's
she's a
just
transfer. But
what's the
yeah,
hate? Is it just because it's a skinny white girl? Is that what it is?
I think it's because it's Iowa too. Like,
Yeah.
and to be honest, this class was I do remember the 2020 class with Cameron Brink. I mean Cameron Brink. Well, she is in that class with
Yeah.
but who headlined it? Paige Beckers.
Yep.
I don't remember them highlight. If she shot like this back in high school, where was she at? Like,
Should have been number
what,
one.
what was the knock on her being five?
I don't know.
Like that's
They
the only thing
said
is
the
being
UConn
from
coach
Iowa, probably.
he wouldn't even return a call. She
Yeah,
wanted to go to
well,
UConn and they wouldn't
right.
even look her
All the
way.
top girls want to go to UConn. Like,
Of
let's put every
course.
girl that come out and say I was mad. Every girl wants to go to UConn because that's like the
The top of the
premier.
top, yeah.
Yeah,
They went undefeated for like 10 years.
yeah. I remember the undefeated championship. If they do lose, it's in the
Yeah.
championship. Like,
It got boring. People
yeah,
got
it got
bored.
real boring.
But that's the thing with that's why Caitlin Clark is such a great story. She carried a mediocre team to the Final Four 2 years in a row, averaging 30 and chucking 3 pointers from half court.
Yeah, but
What do you mean? Why? What is people's like? Oh, what this person broke the scoring record and she was playing really good. She didn't average
okay.
30. She didn't average
Yeah,
30. She didn't average 20.
okay.
She's not even on the list. She didn't average
Yeah.
17.
So, do you think she's like the goat of college
That was
women
the
college
initial
basketball?
question.
I
Okay,
don't think
so
she is.
I think she's the hands down the most entertaining women's basketball player that
Right,
there's
but that
ever
don't
been.
make you the GOAT though. It's been a lot of more entertaining basketball players. That don't mean like
It does in a certain sense.
Tom Brady's the GOAT and he wasn't the most entertaining to watch.
Patrick Mahomes is the most entertaining quarterback we've ever seen, and he has an
Yeah.
argument at being the GOAT now.
He has the argument of possibly being the GOAT, but he's not the GOAT now either.
I guess the question really would be if Mahomes was putting up his year one numbers every year, but he
But no
went four
ring.
and 12 every year. Not even 4 and 12. They just Josh Allen. You just
So
instead you just have you're just Josh Allen. Do I think
or not
I
even
think
Josh Allen. What is the Drew Brees?
I guess
Like,
that's the
ain't that
question we asking.
Drew Brees? Like, you
Yeah.
put up 5,000 every year, but you win one
You
ring
saying you did
your whole
nothing.
career. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. But
But
Drew Brees
basketball
wasn't.
don't work like that. That's the problem. Is basketball is five people. If you
Yeah, but
drop 70 points, if your
well,
team, I mean, Kobe almost lost the 81 game, but it's like basketball is so different because one person can completely dominate and change
but
the game. And if you're that dominant, you're going to win games.
I get that.
Just
But I guess she's dominant to a certain extent because there is games where she's been dominant, but if her cast doesn't do much, then she
of
still
course.
loses.
Yeah.
But it's just like
Just like how Clay and Draymond are
we
washed
can't
now and the Warriors can't win.
well we can't do this. We can't say she's the most entertaining. That's like patting her that's like pitying women basketball at this point. It's just like, oh, she's the best women basketball we've ever seen, so she has to be the GOAT because she broke the points record. Once she broke the point record because she went all 4 years.
I
Like,
guess what's
actually,
your
look,
version of GOAT? That's the
well, Breanna
real.
Stewart won four in a row for UConn.
So then
Let's
Michael
start
Jordan
there.
is the best basketball. So then Michael Jordan's
No,
better than
but
LeBron.
Breanna Stewart didn't have the point records, but she was breaking records while she was at UConn on top of when she was in college, she won the championship.
See, this
Like
is
we could. What
where,
about Maya Moore? What about like? Come
yeah,
on now, like can we do?
that's cool.
What about
But
all the females
who's
that played at UConn? Like,
you watching sports your whole life? Me watching sports my whole life.
I just think she's the best scorer. She's like James Harden, James Harden of
What?
college. Like the best, like
Nah. James
or
Harden
K
never carried his team
if
to
K
the
well
championship.
if KD never had her if KD for the war KD for the fucking Thunder. Like, yeah, you can score and you could get your team there, but if your team around you bust, you gonna get your points, but you're not gonna win nothing. Like it's KD
That's
with
every
the Thunder.
basketball team though. Like
Uh,
that's what I mean by basketball. Is like if you don't have a great team, of course you're not gonna win. Would Maya Moore,
okay, but
if she went to fucking KU or Texas back then, would she be looked at as one of the
oh,
greatest
but
basketball
so,
players of all time?
no,
Maybe not,
but the thing about it is,
because you
so
would have
now
never won a championship
we
with
can't
that
take the
UConn
team
teams.
out the equation now because we're trying to solidify as the
You have
GOAT.
to.
No, it's not because that's
You do.
well, we already think LeBron. I was about to say if that's the
So
case,
then
then
you
LeBron.
making an argument that you realize what you're doing right now, right?
I'm not doing anything.
You are obviously making no, I'm saying like on accident to the side peripherally, you're making an argument that Michael Jordan is the GOAT then.
No, I'm not.
Because
I'm
he
just saying
won.
like,
You're basically
but
saying
LeBron has rings though.
you can't be the GOAT unless
LeBron,
your team is great, unless you carry your
no,
team
I'm
to
just saying she
more
can't be
success
the.
than everybody else.
But the okay, so what I'm saying is she didn't have a shitty team. Like her team's not garbage. Her
Okay.
team just I don't know. It's women's basketball. It's
Okay,
kind of
hold
different.
on.
So
I know this is a weird argument to have. Hold on, let's take it to something we're both more knowledgeable in a little bit. For you, right now, I
right.
guess is Brock Purdy better than Jordan Love?
Oh my god. Is Brock Purdy better than Jordan Love?
Yep. Is he better?
Like I'm just taking like is he like no team involved, right?
Well, no, you well see
Who
that's
would I rather have? Who's a better player? Like
see
that's the
there
question.
it is.
Who
There's
is
the
better as in like whose attributes are better? Like who's a better
because you
quarterback or
just
who
you
plays
just
better? No,
made
I'm
the
not doing
argument
that.
that you can't have a GOAT
If you
conversation
put
with
Jordan
somebody
Love,
whose
how
team
Jordan Love play,
success.
if you put Jordan Love into the 49ers team, then they probably would have won the Super Bowl.
So then I can make the argument that if you put Caitlin Clark on any team that one of the quote unquote women's basketball goats it was on, that she would be the
Well,
goat because
minus
she's
UConn because UConn always wins.
well, yeah, that's
So it's
not.
like you can't put him on UConn.
But
He's just like duh, like,
yeah, but
like.
still, like if all
But
the
the thing about it
women
is
goats come from UConn and you put her on
Haley.
this
I mean,
UConn
but
team,
you.
who what the fuck was gonna beat them? Was South
I mean,
Carolina gonna
nobody.
beat a UConn with Paige Beckers and Caitlin Clark on it?
Yeah, but I don't think they would. They wouldn't even be. They couldn't even be on the same team together. I don't
Yeah,
think.
they could. They could have. One of them could.
Mm,
Paige could have played the two for sure. I don't know if Caitlyn. Maybe they would have
Caitlin's
developed
not.
differently. They probably would
Yeah,
have developed
Caitlin's.
differently.
Paige definitely gonna have to throw the one up because she ain't gonna
Of
touch
course,
the
yeah.
ball. I mean, Caitlin passes, so I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah. What you mean? Hold
It's
on,
just
hold
like
on.
still, she has a high
She
value. She's
averaged
a high value.
assists. She was the
Yeah,
league
but
leader
she's
in assists by two assists.
yeah, but she still it's not assist like I'm the sets for somebody else. It's more of the only reason why I'm getting assists because I'm triple team right now, like
No, that's not
or
true.
transition. Transitions is cool too.
Yeah, they are, and they had a bunch of plays where, see, I've been watching that fucking LeBron JJ Redick shit, so I've been learning terms. Hey, that play, that shit
Fuck
I was
about
talking
none
about,
of the time.
it's called floppy. I've learned that from LeBron and JJ Redick.
All I'm saying is she's a
But no,
great player.
they
She's
was
not the
running the
goat.
little slot cut play and like that shit. Yeah, where the old
She,
girl
she's
cut from the other elbow and she would just
car, bro. She not the
get a
go
little
to
bounce pass.
college
I didn't
basketball.
say she
Like
was. I
she's
said she was clearly hands down the most entertaining
yeah,
women's basketball player we've ever seen.
and I said just because she's that and we can give her that doesn't mean
Yeah.
she's the go. I don't think she's the go.
I can't make a personally, I can't make an argument for her being the GOAT because I don't know enough.
Like I know I watched enough to know. I mean, I just feel like in any conversation, you at least got to have one.
Yeah. I just think to me,
Like we seen a lot of talented players on the men's side. That's just like, man, like Chris Paul and Iverson. Like if they both got a ring, it's just like, man, they you
Changes
know
a lot
how
of
far,
combos.
yeah, it changes conversations. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's just like
I think
mellow.
I think that's the same
Like
thing with Caitlin Clark. I think if she won a ring, it'd be a hard argument against her. Because for me
right.
personally, you talking to somebody who was actively making jokes about women's basketball for basically my whole life, and the only two people I've ever turned the channel to watch women's basketball games was Maya Moore and Caitlin Clark, and that's it. No other
Right.
women's basketball players ever made me turn the
I
TV
changed them.
on and watch they shit.
Skylar Diggins, Candace
Skylar,
Parker.
no, nope. I
Mm-mm.
Candace Parker was too early, and I just didn't give a fuck. Because when was that? That was like 2005 or some shit. Like
Yeah.
I was still too young.
College, Brittany Griner back in 2010 when she went
Yeah,
to Baylor and Kim Mulkey was there.
but even that, after seeing highlights and clips, it didn't make me want to turn the TV on and
I don't
watch.
know. South Carolina back in the day was cool. I mean, Aaliyah Boston in South Carolina used to get the hell off too. That was like 2, 3 years ago. No,
That shit,
that was just last year,
that was
wasn't it?
last year. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
make me
Aaliyah
turn the
Boston was
TV on,
nice.
bro. Caitlin Clark's the only one that made
Brianna
me
Stewart at
turn.
UConn when she won 4 in a row. That shit was dope.
I mean, yeah, Brianna. I think Ionescu was because she was the one that was getting fucking triple doubles and shit. Like, I
Yeah,
think I'd
no,
watched
I
half a
watched a
game.
few Kelsey Plums because Kelsey Plum, she was in college when I was.
That don't count.
It was.
You know why it don't count.
it
You know why you turned the TV on.
was like
That
who
don't
playing
count.
again?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll watch that. I'll watch that.
Shit, I was now that hey, oh boy,
Don't get yourself in trouble
it's
now. I'm just fucking
yeah.
with you.
I'm just saying, like, only thing to make like what one thing I did say they doing a good job of advertising the girls as well,
Oh yeah.
as in
Yeah.
like
But
back in
this is what
the,
I mean.
I
If
used to
there
say
was
back in the day, like, where are all these cute girls hooping it back when I was in high school and college? Like I didn't
it's
see this, and now
crazy
it's just
now.
like
Like,
back from
I
D1
mean,
all the way to JUCO. It's just like you got to be cute to hoop. It's like what?
yeah,
Like what's going on?
that shit wild. But I
It's
think the
like
thing, if Angel Reese was hooping like Joel Embiid, it would be no. We would have the craziest arguments. That's when you could start making like the Caitlin Clark is getting this love because she white. If you had some of those other girls that was just going like Juju right now, she's a fucking
she's
freshman,
a freshman.
but she right there. Like, well, I watched her and was like, okay, like this is different. Like she on a different. She athletically is like she might not have the pure like skill of you know.
No, she's still young. She's still young
Yeah,
though.
but
So
that's what I
she,
mean. It's like she doesn't have the
yeah,
ball control like Caitlin
and
Clark
her
had.
and
But
I'm
just
still I'm.
pure, I'm just hooping and killing y'all. Like that
But
shit,
if
yeah,
you see, they
it's
got different
scary.
coaches too. Like her coach, have any? Like, am I the only one to look at USC? I said it last week or 2 weeks ago. USC coaches and look like she's just scared to coach. Like
I
she's
didn't pay attention
looks.
enough. I forgot
She
about
just
that.
looks scared. Like she just doesn't know how to coach. I don't.
That's
I just think she
hilarious.
just let Juju do what she wants because she's trying to keep Juju. I don't. When the last time USC had a top prospect? Wasn't it the Cheryl?
Cheryl Miller back in the 80s.
Right. It's
I
just
guess,
like so
yeah,
that's why Juju breaking all her records because that's the last time they had somebody as good.
that was
So
good.
she just
Yeah,
like
sheesh.
do what you want. Juju just sometimes be down there just like, all right, I'm just gonna throw this
I'm
up.
just gonna do some shit. Yeah, that's why I was like,
I'm like,
okay,
I'm like, oh,
I see why you averaging fucking almost 30 because you
right. But
just
then
can
when
do
you realize
everything.
who on her team is like her supporting cast is way worse than ours. I kid you.
That shit's
Our got
crazy.
like a squad
You
low
got a
key though.
couple people, yeah, like the Gabby girl could hit threes.
Yeah,
Martin
yeah,
was,
Martin, yeah, Stokey.
yeah,
Yeah, you had some
they
people.
was solid. Yeah,
Yeah, USC.
USC.
Only girl I remember is the little scrawny Asian chick, and that's because she was little and
Yeah,
Asian. I'm just like,
what the fuck
how
you
is she
doing
even
out
on the
there?
court? Yeah, I'm just like this. I'm like this girl is
What are you
small
doing
as
out
shit.
here?
Like she's like a little ant running up and down. I'm just like she
Oh, that's
is
hilarious.
tiny. She's like 5'2". Like, but what's crazy is her and Gabby Martin might be the same size. It's just Gabby Martin got a little bit of meat on her body than
Yeah.
she do. I
Oh
was like, this
man.
shit out of control.
All right.
Will you really
Speaking
just
of
be?
USC, let's jump over.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We out here
I
just
just
talking all
want to
day.
know your thoughts on Bronny because he declared for the draft. but somehow he's declaring for the draft, but he doesn't have an agent, so he still has eligibility, and he's in the transfer portal.
Well, yeah, because they changed that rule years ago where you can declare for the draft and go to the combine
You just
workouts
can't
and
have an
stuff. You just
agent.
can't have an agent.
Yep.
He don't need an agent. We all know
Your
who's
dad's
back doing
LeBron.
right. Like, what do you need an agent? And we already know all he gonna Rich Paul somewhere in the
I'm about
area.
to say a nigga that's basically your uncle is like
Right.
he's not my
He's
agent,
in.
but
Is my That's my uncle.
eh,
Like, what's up? I'm Rich. Like, we know who you are. Like, yeah, Bronny, my nephew. We know.
yeah.
Like, it's
Not
like
even the good wink where you hide it a little bit. It's like
right. It's like what
the
you think about
big
Bronny? You
nasty
just look
wink.
at right. You ain't even. He ain't my
I'm not
agent,
his
but you
agent.
think. But what you think about him?
Yeah. But yeah, like so what's your thoughts on him as a player coming into the NBA?
I don't think he should go to NBA. If you ask
You think
me,
so?
I think he should go another year. I think. I mean, I haven't seen. We Nobody really has seen enough of him, to be honest. Like,
No, there's a lot of people
even
that feel like they've seen enough already. And
coming
it's
off a
not good. Like
I mean, yeah, but come on, dude. Like,
he had a
heart
fucking
shit,
heart
and
attack.
right. Just like we expect him to come off and just run full blast. Like, I'm just confused on what they expect this dude to do.
I don't know.
Like,
It's weird to me because
but
why
it's
can't
crazy because didn't Shaq's son get the same thing other than like the
yes,
heart
and he
surgery?
sucked. Yeah.
Like, but
And he was
nobody's
not nearly like he didn't do shit at LSU.
yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think he had to transfer after a
Yeah,
year.
he transferred to I can't remember where, but now he in the G League, right?
But that's my thing. That's what I was just about to say. Why can't Bronny get drafted and just go to the G League for 2, 3 years, 4 years?
Because LeBron's son in the G League would be catastrophic to the James name.
How?
He had I don't know,
Better than
ask me
Jordan kids.
yeah, that's true. But it's just like ask media
And
and everything about
go ahead, go ahead. My bad.
I'm just saying just ask the media and everything about every G League thing. It was like, when's Bronny getting called? It's gonna be like the number one pick in the major leagues is people waiting for him to get called up or something. Just like, when is he getting called up? When is Bron? You might as well add Bronny. Like,
It's so you know what the
you
other
think he
thing
couldn't play for the Pistols? I mean, the Pistols, the Pistons.
I mean, the G League Pistons might be. I mean, the Pistons basically are the Pistols right now. Shit, but it's like I, it's still crazy to me to think like Bronny was ranked so much higher. Like I'm looking at it right now, because to me, it's the funniest thing is Bryce was always better. The younger one was always
Yeah, yeah, Bryce
way
better,
more
definitely. He's
smooth,
gonna
better
be taller
scorer.
too.
He might not play defense or be more, as athletic as Bronny was, but he always was like, when I watch highlights, like, oh, he's clearly just
Yeah, he's better.
better. Like, what the fuck is this?
But one's a taller, one would probably be a forward and one be a point guard.
Well, he's only 6'4", so he's listed as shooting guard right now, 6'4".
I feel like he'll get taller.
But the crazy thing is, Bronny, when he was going, Bronny was like a top 10 recruit all of high school. Right now,
Right.
Bryce is a 3-star recruit. He's ranked 30, the 37th ranked shooting guard. He's 145th in the fucking nation. And I just wonder is like, what is going on right now? Like, what just happened? There's no, he's better than Bronny was in high
Yeah,
school.
I would say, yeah, because then Bronny didn't play his first year or
His
two, didn't
first
he?
2 years, I don't think
Yeah,
he
yeah,
started or anything.
because he went there with all those top other recruits because he went
Mm-hmm.
that school in Cali. Because
Yeah.
he Zaire Wade went to his school.
Yep. And he had Amari Bailey, who's in the league right now, was a year
And
older than him.
then right.
But yeah, it's
And
like,
then and the dude who went to and the dude who was at USC with him this year.
yeah.
Collier or whatever his name is,
Yep.
right?
I think so. But it's just so weird. I don't know. I just think my thing is I find it odd that you have grown men that are like smiling and laughing and like basically feel like they get to take a shot at LeBron through Bronny. To me, that's the nastiest shit in the world. Especially
That's
when it's
weird.
like, why can't Bronny be the 15th man on an NBA roster? Why couldn't he be?
I mean, he could. I
He
mean,
could very easily be, and that is technically you're in the NBA. What I don't see how he couldn't be a 10-year on roster I don't see it. Why
I
can't he
think
be Ish
he's
Smith?
smart.
You remember Ish Smith,
Right.
who
Yeah.
played for every NBA team basically, but he was on the roster every year. Why couldn't he be
Or
that?
like the real old dude back in the day who was like the Italian dude, like his name was like it started with a P. All he could do was like shoot. I
Mm-hmm.
forget his name. He played for like the Hornets or something. Poor, I don't
There's a
know. He
bunch
was
of
like
dudes like that
Italian.
though. There's so many guys like that that
But the
just
thing
was
about
in
it
the
is,
league.
he just needs to go back to school for another year. Transfer if you don't want to
No
stay at
fucking
USC
way. Go
and
back
go
to
back
school
to
so I can
school.
run floppy 45 times a game? No. Fuck no. I'm going
I
to the
just think he
league.
needs to get another year of, just conditioning, get his stuff right,
I
and
can
things
do that
like
in the
that.
G League. You take me with a second round pick and
Bronny
I
don't
can do
want
that
to
in the
play in
G
the
League.
G League though.
Why not? It's that you ain't gonna going to college
I
is
don't
not gonna
know.
help you. Zach E
Listen,
like I was gonna say
Zach
Zach
Edey's is 7'4". He ain't going to no damn G
he's
League.
he's not he's 1,000% gonna be in the G League. He is
It
not gonna
depends on who he
play
get picked
minutes.
up with.
He's never going. Me personally, I believe he will never play real minutes in the NBA. He'll be Boban. Hey, I come in and play 5 minutes, maybe I come in and play 4 or 5 minutes in a quarter because we blowing somebody out. But other than that, I don't see
That's on the
he can't
roster.
move. He can't move, bro. He can't
I
run.
say that's on the roster though.
But that's my point with Bronny. Is like, why can't Bronny be on the roster? He's a better
Yeah,
prospect
because I
than
said
Zach
I don't.
Edey.
Well, I mean, yeah, because he's a. I mean, yeah, guard. Now the game is switched to guard heavy. Like, yeah, you would say that, but
The other thing
I just
too.
ain't seen enough because of his heart. What happened? So I
True.
just like I don't want to say I just ain't seen enough. So I don't know. Like even in high school, I didn't see enough because I don't like ranking high. I don't like looking at high school players and like he could play in the league because nowadays you would never know. Like so,
I fucking knew it. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold the fuck on, bro.
uh,
I need to figure this out because when you said that just now, it reminded me there's somebody in the league right now that this exact shit happened to, and he is hooping his ass off this year. I think it's his rookie year or some shit like that. And he ended up having to transfer. I gotta find it. Hold on. He ended up having to transfer Keontae George
Keontae for the Houston
for the Jazz.
Jazz.
Basically, he in the middle of a game collapsed on the floor, had to get rushed to the hospital, and it was the same shit. I think his heart stopped or some shit. Yes, he had coronary damage from COVID. So he had heart damage from getting COVID, collapsed on the floor like mid game. He ended up transferring to like two different schools. And he's in the NBA right now going crazy. They thought his career was gonna be over.
One, right. I didn't say, but the thing is, I never said don't go to the league. I just said stay another year because
My thing
I
is
need
just
to see
go.
more. I didn't say what everybody. I said I want to see more from Bronny in college because I didn't really. Because I mean, I was excited to see Bronny in college, so I was just like, man, I want to see this dude hoop in college, see what he really can do. Like I don't. I mean, I just don't. I don't know. I've always been no. I just hate top prospects to go to college. Oh, but I mean, we've seen players go to college, get hurt, and I mean, I can't say Ben
Oh
Simmons because
damn, it's the
he's.
wrong person. Uh, Fuck. Hold
But
on.
who was it? Was it Kyrie that didn't play and then still got drafted high and cooking still? But he did that shit to be petty.
Keontae Johnson that went to K State. That's who it was. He not in the league. Damn, never mind.
Keontae Johnson from
Yeah,
COVID.
he went to K State.
Mm,
Somebody just okay. The first article that popped up, it just had the wrong name.
must have been Wikipedia.
Something. But yeah,
Wiki
I just
notes.
I don't know. I just it's weird that a player that's not great gets talked about this much. It's kind of sick to me, honestly, because it just people just want to take a shot at LeBron. If you just want to take a
Well, when
shot
you
at
got
LeBron, just take shots at LeBron. Don't take shots at Bronny. Bronny ain't got shit to do with that shit.
at all.
The worst part is if Bronny probably make more money not playing basketball. If we be honest, just be a
He don't
streamer or do something like that.
or just be LeBron James' son. You
Yeah,
could
right.
definitely,
Especially
or
right
you could
now, the
definitely
NIL
just,
deals.
or you could definitely just not hoop and just go to
No,
basketball games and live your life
that's my
for
point. Is if
free.
he just wanted to
Like
be a streamer that played Call of Duty or something all day, he would probably make more money doing that than he
right,
would
just because he's
going to
Bronny
the league.
James,
Yeah, just cut.
right?
Like just be
Or
an
just being
influencer, do
on
fucking ads.
commercials.
Yeah, just do ads for cars on Instagram and shit. Like you gonna make more money doing that than playing in the G League, making 100,000, 400,000 a year.
Right, you ain't got to. But I know he want to hoop because he like hooping. But it's just like
Yeah, you ain't gotta do that shit.
you ain't got to do that shit.
You don't have to
Like
do
you
that.
really ain't got to do.
You don't have to do that, and you'll make more money probably.
It's
That's
like
the
nigga,
crazy
you ain't
part.
really got to hoop. Like
Man,
I,
leave that young man alone. Just leave him alone. It's weird. It's weird.
yeah, I ain't
People
never
picking
gonna
on
knock a young.
him.
I ain't never gonna knock a young dude trying
But
to
it's
get
like
his.
even
But
if you say I don't think he's an NBA player, I'm fine with that. If you oh, I think maybe he should go back for a few years, blah blah, blah whatever.
yeah, I
Like
think he should go
I'm
back
cool
for a
with
year.
that. The weird part where you got people like laughing and making jokes
Nah, I
and
can't wait
talking
till
about
Bronny go
him.
undrafted and Bron cry and be like,
Yeah,
"What?"
that's the weird shit. It's like stop doing that, man. But let's
I mean,
go.
that's how it is, but
Let's
it's easy.
squeeze some NBA talk in.
We casuals, so
Yeah, of course. Well, NBA right now, I'm definitely casual a little bit. I ain't
I
gonna hold you.
didn't even
I
know. I had to
watch.
text you and ask you what that mean. I'm like a casual. What the
That's the fun. When it
hell?
comes to NBA right now, I'm definitely like I'm like 40. It's like 30, 70. I'm like actually 70 casual, 30 like super into it because when I wasn't a casual, I still got the 30% is for the 10 years I wasn't casual. I didn't have a kid and
Right.
a job and all that shit.
Yeah, yeah. Our prom, like high
It's
school
still in
to
there.
right.
It's
I
just
can bring it out whenever.
of course. But watching all the games all every fucking day, like good luck. Watch that shit before I go to sleep. If
I
you're lucky.
watch it if I put money on it. Shit.
But no, that's why I'm ready for the playoffs because it's so much easier to follow NBA during the playoffs when you cut all the
Yeah, because
teams
it's
out.
like good set schedule. I know who playing. I
Yep.
ain't got to ask.
I know what days, which games, all that. It's
Yep, and I
nice.
can Google if I don't know.
Well, you know what's crazy? I looked up the other day too, and they're not nowhere near the same player. But Jalen Brunson this year and Derrick Rose his MVP year are damn near putting up the same numbers.
Yeah, but
That's
well,
crazy.
Derrick Rose was doing that when
Derrick,
points wasn't 150
he was,
points getting scored a game.
and he was more efficient too. That's the weird part. I
Yeah,
never
because
thought
half
Derrick Rose would be
who
an
who was
efficient.
well, yeah, because half his points came by dunking on niggas and driving by him.
Yeah,
Like
that's
he
true.
wasn't a shooter. He
That's
was what
very
a
true.
31%. She was a 31% 3-point shooter. Like Derrick Rose would just blow by you and dunk and just be like, all right,
I
why
wonder
you
if
think
I
his knees
saved
hurt?
it. Boy, fucked his knees all up. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna search it real quick. See if I saved it. Hell no, that's old as hell. Nope, didn't save it. That's all right. I'll pull it up again one day. But yeah, that's shit. Oh, I had another random NBA question for you that pertains to the Toronto Raptors.
Hmm?
Who do you think was? Who do you think? Who do you think was a better player? Just like all time, whatever, however you want to look at it. Uh, Vince Carter or DeMar DeRozan?
Vince Carter or DeMar DeRozan?
Mm-hmm. It's another one
I
I
would
looked
probably
up that
go
was
Vince Carter.
yeah. I guess it
Yeah,
to
I
me
would
it
feel in my mind it seemed like they the same player when you think about it,
yeah
but the Vince Carter is just more exciting to watch.
yeah. But crazy, Demar has like hands down more playoff success.
Well, I mean, I probably
Well, no,
figured that. I
that's
mean,
not true.
Demar,
That's not true because Vince Carter made it to the what's name one that the one time
it's probably like
with
they don't
kid
they
and all
seem
that.
similar to you. Like when you think about it, like when you start, it just Vince just can dunk
Yeah,
way better.
that was I wouldn't say way better. You sleep on DeMar DeRozan. Young DeMar DeRozan was crazy.
Well, I ain't saying Demar don't get crazy, but we seen Vince Carter do some shit now.
True. I guess one's more of
Yeah.
a crazy, like crazy athletic dunks, and DeMar DeRozan was just like, I'm just fucking
But Vince
tomahawk
Carter did
every time. Mm.
But Vince Carter was in game though. Was like
DeMar DeRozan was. You gotta go back and watch some of
Come
the
on,
old DeMar
dog. Like,
DeRozan.
so
Nah,
are we
go
not
back
finna
and
say
watch
we
some of
not
the
finna
old DeMar
like stop?
DeRozan.
Like Vince Carter ain't one of the best in game dunkers alive, like
I
ever
can make an
in the
argument.
game.
Well, not on Duncan, but there's an argument to be made that DeMar DeRozan is a better player than Vince Carter. Like
Well, I didn't. Yeah,
pretty
but
easily, especially if
better.
you compare
If you want to,
the older they are. Like the first 10 years, like Vince is better, but then it's like DeMar DeRozan wasn't like playing as much. Then it's like now when you go from them being like 28 to like 34 or whatever, however old DeMar DeRozan is, he's clearly better as an older player than Vince Carter was as an older player.
is this it? But this is this where we at in the spectrum of sports to argue DeMar DeRozan and Vince Carter? Like,
No, this is
is
just a
there any?
random
Is there?
one that I think a
Is
lot of
there
people
anything else?
sleep.
Like, I don't even think I have energy to do that. Just like, why do I want to argue who's
No, we don't have to,
like
but
it's like, bro,
this is
I
a
don't really
question I
get.
wanted to pose.
I was really thinking, like, dog, like
I
you
don't
could
give a
you could
fuck.
have this dub if you really want. Like,
No, because I
I'm
think
a.
people would be surprised. The only reason I ask because of the Jalen Brunson, Derrick Rose shit is like it's creepy how close the numbers are. But like then I think it was today or yesterday I was looking at the
The fact that
Vince
Vince Carter
Carter,
got
DeMar
numbers
DeRozan
like
shit
DeMar DeRozan
is
being from the time
that
he's
was my
from
point,
is
bro.
crazy.
No, what? Averaging 20 is that's 25 now. It's 20 back then. Like that's cool.
Yeah, but
That's what Vince
does
Carter.
do
We don't.
any do anybody talk about DeMar DeRozan right now? Like
But the problem
he fell
is,
off the cliff. He's like, who is he like? The baby. Like, oh
no,
man, DeMar
no, no, no,
DeRozan,
no,
and all of
no.
a sudden he just fell off the cliff and nobody know where he is. It's like, does he
If
even rap anymore? Like
if DeMar DeRozan is the baby, then Vince Carter is like Joyner Lucas or something. Like you ain't never did nothing big.
no. But what do you mean? At least he won a dunk competition, didn't he?
DeMar DeRozan took him and Kyle Lowry took the Raptors to the Eastern Conference Finals for like 4 years straight.
But nobody talk about that. Nobody cares. Nobody
Well,
cares
he could
about.
dunk though. Vince Carter can dunk.
Nobody
That's
cares about
crazy that we
Canadian.
really do that
Nobody cares
though.
about the Raptors in 2012.
That is so crazy that
Cal Lowry and DeMar DeRozan.
we really gonna do that
That
because
was one of those bromances that everybody fell in love with. Like, there's just two good people.
that's sick work. When you really think about it, that's some sick work, bro. Like we really hype Vince Carter up like that, and he really like
Yeah, I mean,
was
he top
just
25
cool.
in scoring.
He cool. He
He
played
top 20.
fucking 24
You
years.
can't. Numbers don't lie, but he.
No, it's different. This man, I'm looking at it right now. From 2014 to 2020, he averaged 5, 6, 8, 5, 7, 5. Come on
Just
now.
enough to reach top 25. Good
Yeah, and he
job, man.
played fucking 70 games every year. He was just playing. Like he wasn't doing nothing. But
And Vince Carter, man, you just got to get that one dunk, and then
he played till he was 43 years old.
I know that's what's crazy,
Come on, man.
bro. You ain't got no life, dog. Retire. No,
Come
come on,
on,
man.
man. Come
Boy,
on. He was
I don't
playing
even want to
power
work till I'm
forward.
40. I don't
They
even want
had,
to work till I'm 40, and this man hooping.
bruh, that shit is
I know you just
wild.
saved up enough money to retire, Vince. You do not
Easy.
need the money. Like,
Love the game. All
well, he
right.
didn't have a. I don't know too much. Does he have a family, like kids, anything? Like what?
I don't know.
I
But
don't know that too.
there's an argument to be made. Hey, that team success. If you go from the team success thing, DeMar DeRozan, more team success.
I guess so,
I don't
man.
know. It's just that's one of those. I think when people see like the
Well,
career
Vince Carter was in
numbers, they're
some.
gonna be like, "What?" Like
It
DeMar
was he was in
DeRozan
some
should
shit.
not be on the same level as Vince Carter, but it's closer than you think it is. It's a lot closer than you think it is.
Well, I mean, Vince came. I mean, Demar had to go through LeBron, so I mean,
Yeah,
obviously he ain't gonna have too much in that time frame.
true. But
And
speaking
Vince
of
and
things that aren't closer than you think they are, well, maybe they are. But like, so let's do we can run through these last couple shits real quick. Has anything changed for you for the NBA? Well, no, let's take Denver out.
okay,
Who do you like if we take Denver out? Like who are you looking forward to watching in the playoffs the
I
most
kind of want
in
to see
hopes that
how
they
now
win?
Embiid is back. See how the
Yeah.
76ers will run around and do, especially now that Milwaukee is looking like they don't want to play basketball no more.
Man.
Maybe
Oh,
they just wait into the playoffs. I don't know.
I
And then I
threw
will,
I threw Giannis at the top of the notes before I came home because that shit is scary. The fact that he just no contact, just fell down, grabbed his leg, that's scary.
yeah,
'Cause that's the same shit KD did when he had the calf strain, and
like,
then he blew his
hmm
Achilles out in the finals. So
yep,
that's some
calf
scary.
strain. They say is cool. Couple days, and he came back,
Yep.
tried to take a shot, came down bad. So I
And
mean, calf
Giannis is
strains
not
is
skilled
what
either.
they always say. If you got a calf strain, you should be very cautious because that's what leads to the
Yep.
Achilles pop. So if it's
Yep.
a calf strain, I would probably, if it say 3 days, I would probably sit down a week and a half just to be safe.
Yeah.
Work it out a little bit, but I
That
don't
shit
know. But
crazy.
then on the west side, I don't know. West is so deep.
The West is
Uh,
crazy.
I was gonna say the Lakers, but I don't know what they deal is against the fucking Warriors. Like, how can't they? They could beat anybody
No AD
except
though.
the.
That
Okay,
counts.
80 didn't play last
No,
game.
no, no, no. He didn't play.
Oh, that makes sense then. They never
Because
win against. Every time they play the Warriors, they don't have AD. What's going on with? Like, he
they
just.
had him in that crazy game a couple weeks ago. Is when he played with.
But they
They
won though,
all
didn't
played.
they?
Yeah, that's when LeBron. Did LeBron go? Somebody went crazy. One of them two went crazy.
Well, I think it was AD because he had like 28, 25, and like 5 and 5 or some weird shit like that. I'm like, bro, this nigga AD really he been going crazy lately, boy. And I was
Yeah,
telling my brother the other day, I said, what you don't want to meet is an AD that's on fire because then it's just like he can literally carry them all the way to the Western
can
Conference Finals.
change
Then,
games on both ends
bro, 25 and 25, dog, like easily. If he
with
really
two,
puts
three
on that killer,
blocks.
if he really puts on that killer mindset, just like I'm just gonna go crazy today.
He just ain't
I
got
don't
it.
think I just think the only person who can match him is Joker.
Yeah,
Like,
Embiid could.
yeah,
You
but he
seen
ain't
Embiid
got to
score
see that into the
70.
finals though. I'm talking about like
True. Oh,
out
in
the
the
West.
West,
Yeah, it's like Joker. I mean,
Luca.
somehow he sucks against
He can't hold Luca, but
Sabonis. He sucks against Sabonis
yeah, it's
somehow too.
weird. He's
It's
never
just
beat
like,
Sabonis except
and he's
in the
like
playoffs.
taller and like I don't know what it is,
He's like, yeah, that
but
shit's weird.
Clippers is getting
Passing.
hot, I guess.
Nah,
But
Kawhi
I'm
hurt.
not. I can again.
Yeah, he been hurt for like a couple games now, 4 or 5 games, something like
So
that.
he'd be out another week and a half. Okay, so
They just beat the fuck. Can we talk about the Suns? Because I feel like that's what you alluding to.
yeah, I was
Thirty-five
about
to
to.
four is crazy. Starting the first quarter, 35-4. You didn't see that?
I told you I ain't watching no basketball because of the college. So I just
The Suns played the Clippers. I think it was last night, if I'm not mistaken, or the night before. The Suns played the Clippers with no Paul George or with no Kawhi, no Harden, and somebody else was missing. It was just Paul George and Westbrook coming off the bench. The first quarter, with like 3 minutes left, was 35-4. Devin Booker went 1 for 11 in that game. He
they
made
so
one
wishy
shot.
washy. You know
And
the Suns play like they emotions.
yeah, but you know what happened? You seen this? Did you see the shit that happened yesterday? That somebody they not exposed, but there was an account on Instagram that made a post that was somebody that was bald like me. Like that shit is it ain't it's gone. Ain't no Beijing, none of that, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
just the roof missing. And they shaved it down and put the man wig on the nigga. And he had the little Steve Harvey and he shaved it down. And the caption was like, one of your favorite NBA players. And everybody was like, that's Devin Booker. Everybody was like, this is obviously Devin Booker. So he was getting flamed. Then he came out
Wait,
and
so
did that.
Devin Booker's bald. He just get like a man piece put on. That's what
Oh,
they're trying to say.
yes. Hold on. Let me go look for it to see if I can show you, bro. Because that shit was so funny to
If
me.
this man's really like bald in the middle, he got like a me, like a George Jefferson when
Yeah,
your
that's
hair
that's
grow
what
out,
I
just
got the
like
same shit, bro. Yeah.
yeah.
Just go let it go. I don't
I get
what's everybody's obsession. This is off topic because we finna end
I
anyway. What is
I
with dudes just go
I
bald?
don't know. I
Who
went
gives a
bald
fuck?
like the only reason my thing was everybody's like, won't you just shave? Won't you just shave? I said I'm gonna do it at 25 because I feel like 25 years old is like another milestone. So that's why I held out for about a year and a half before shaving because I wanted to do something for my
Yeah.
25th new.
I
But other than that, just like
I
I didn't
don't
care. I don't
shave
even.
every day because I'm lazy. I just wear
Yeah,
a
yeah.
hat.
Well, I can't because my head is sensitive to a lot of blades and stuff. So
Ah,
I actually still go to barbers
and get it done. Yeah.
and get it cut because I don't know what to get yet for my head. But
Yeah.
I don't give I don't give a shit either. Like, but wintertime I let it grow a little bit because it's cold,
Get
so I
some
wear
warmth in the
hats.
back.
Yeah.
The back of the head. That's one of the things that it hurts. The back of your head, for some
But
reason, to make
the
your
sun.
ears colder when you ain't got no hair. That shit is weird.
But it sucked. I just realized, but it really sucked being involved though with the sun beaming on your shit. You really got to wear
Yeah.
sunscreen or something on your shit, or you'll be
Yeah.
peeling like a motherfucker.
Imagine being light
Like,
skinned with that shit. It's even worse.
oh yeah, I found out in Texas real bad. I started peeling. I'm just like, fuck.
When you're a skin tone that needs lotion, whatever the fuck, sunscreen,
Yeah,
that
I was
ball
like,
shit,
damn,
it
and
hurts.
I'm dark as hell, and I gotta start wearing sunscreen because my head
Mhm.
peeling too much damn sun.
Just
Devin
burning
Booker,
your
man, about to
shit.
go out bad like that, huh?
That shit. Hold on, I'm trying
Oh,
to.
I couldn't
Oh,
picture
there it is.
Devin
There we
Booker
go.
bald.
Did it go
That's
full
definitely
screen? Because I
Devin
can't
Booker, bro.
see.
Look at that long ass head.
Yeah, they
And
was.
if it's the same cut that he always used, then
It
it's
is.
bro. That's definitely Devin Booker, bro. It's the same.
Yeah,
It looked like he do it on purpose though.
that shit is
Like,
crazy,
cause he still
bro.
got. It looked like he does that on
Look,
purpose. Yeah,
that's
that's
the
definitely
Devin
Devin Booker,
Booker.
bro.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah,
man. Look at the thing. Say, tell me this ain't Devin Booker.
but it say your favorite NBA. Maybe it's not Devin Booker. They just saying like about the. I don't
Oh,
know. But maybe he do it on purpose though, because it looked like it's who. If it is him, it's just like because it looked like I don't know. I'm trying to give him some benefit of doubt, bro. You ain't got none. Don't do that stupid shit. Just shave it. Don't do all that. You need
it don't matter.
the glue in, nigga. Like
You can't get in a pool and shit. Like you can't do nothing with the little mop top.
I
The
would. I feel like he could get in the pool if you can sweat and hoop in that
I
shit. You
guess
should
yeah.
be
If
able to
you
get in
got
the pool with that
if you
because
can
I
hoop
know
with a
you be
wig on, that's
sweating.
crazy. You hooping
That
with a
shit.
lace front is wild in
That
itself. Like
I can't believe niggas do that shit though. But you'd be surprised about how many of these famous niggas probably bald though.
yeah,
They
boy,
probably
it's weird.
or
Like
got the extensions on the beard. I know a lot of them got the beard extensions.
or just
Like
got work done in general. Like you a man. I know. I
not the
get it.
hair though.
I get it. Yeah, the hair is
Well,
the
what
weird one.
can we draw a line here as
But you know
men?
what?
Like
You know what? I
we
will
got to
give.
draw a line.
No, no, no. Here's the thing. I will give a grown man a pass for wearing the lace front if you can't grow a real beard. Because I don't think Devin Booker can grow a real beard like that, like a full, like it's your
What's
face. The
wrong?
beard is your face.
But what's wrong with having what you need a beard for? Like if you
Okay,
can't
shave
grow
your
it,
beard
you
off
can't
then.
grow it. But I can
Shave your.
grow one though.
But I'm
Like
saying,
I don't want a real one though. I don't think I look right with a full ass beard. That's
but I'm
oh hell.
saying,
Like I'm cool with what I got though.
but my point is, you have like your shit is obviously it look like your shit grows in, filled in, and you shave it down. It don't look like the scraggly. My
No, my
mustache
shit.
barely
No, my
grows over my lip type shit.
no. Well,
You
nah.
see what I'm
I mean,
saying
it's my.
though?
No, I'm saying like this. Like I don't know. I don't anything. Like that's we could get the peel ins right now or the spray ons and tell the dudes
Hey,
like
that shit would be hilarious.
I got the spray on when I was in the military. The spray on
I
when I was in
ain't
the army,
never. My
I
hair's
had to keep the
brown, bro.
line. I
I
had to
can't
keep
do
the
the
line.
Beijing. White people can't.
I,
We don't get Beijing when you
I
this
had to
color.
be honest. Full disclosure, bro. I didn't even know what the hell that shit was. Like, I never did none of that. Like,
Somebody tells
bro,
you,
like the.
your barber said, let me hit you up with the, let me line you up.
I'm bro, like I didn't. Yeah, he lined me. I'm like,
He
okay, cool.
set
Then
you
this
up for
nigga took
failure.
he took the little, wait, he took the business card out and lined. I'm like, what is this nigga spraying on me? I'm like, this motherfucker done got this motherfucker. I'm like, that business card edge is on point.
Oh, weak as fuck.
I'm
Then
like,
you
they spray.
start
What the hell is
sweating.
all this? No,
Soon
but
as you
what's
start
crazy is,
sweating, it's
but
over with.
but what's crazy is it actually stay on there for a minute. It don't
No, but
really
I'm
start
saying
coming up.
if you get any type of dripping sweat going on, it's
No, but it's
over.
not really
It's
because I used to hoop and shit. It wasn't really bad.
that's
That's what I'm saying.
crazy.
Like I used to like even the
You
shit he
had
used to spray on me. Like I used to hoop and shit. I was like, oh, this shit.
you had the Carlos Boozer beard.
that, that nigga hit me up with the the clean look. I'm like, bro,
I, I
I'm like, this
can't.
nigga done sprayed this shit on my head. I'm like, what
I
is
will
this?
go patchy, but when you got brown hair, you can't do the Beijing. Beijing
Nah,
is
you got,
it's only for dark skinned black people. You can't be a light skinned dude with sandy brown hair and getting a
I don't know if they got
Beijing.
like different color
I
sprays
don't
for
think
different
so.
light skinned niggas.
I don't think
You
they
know,
do.
oh yeah,
That's
this that
just
different
spray paint. Oh man. Oh man.
Nah, that shit, boy. I was like, boy, good old times. I'm like, bro, this nigga really done sprayed my head up like with this paint.
That's
They
wild.
done
The
painted my
Beijing.
hairline.
I'm so
I'm
glad
like,
like I ain't do that shit. That shit is a no offense to
but
you.
some no,
But it's just
I don't
like
care what
that is
I feel like
the
it was like a
funniest shit
thing
in the
for,
world. No,
but
it
I feel like it was like
was.
a thing for they like the whole like barbershop that I used to go to. I think that was every person did it because it's like even if you don't ask for it, that was like their line to like
Yeah.
freshen it up or some shit. I'm just like, I don't even know what the hell this is. Like,
Like, yeah,
I didn't
no.
ask for
Cut my shit straight. What's the meme? Cut my shit straight, bitch ass. Line my shit straight, bitch ass nigga. They like, hey,
I feel
fuck
like
that.
it's
We
more
finna just
disrespectful because they like, bro, I did your line, but your shit is disappearing. So let me make one for you.
that is just because look at this. Okay. Oh shit. Look at this shit. All right.
It's like, Umain.
You
Oh
see
no,
him?
that's Carlos Boozy. Yeah,
This what his beard looked like first, without the Beijing. Damn, if it pull up, right? That's normal. That's how
yeah, that's
beard's
normal,
supposed to
Boozer.
look. That's what it's
Yeah,
supposed to look like. It's not supposed to look like this. It's not
this
supposed to
man.
look like this.
Yeah, I mean that just comes
It's
in
not
too
supposed to look
like
like this.
yeah,
Like
it's just
that's
like too perfect.
it's too.
Well, yeah,
How'd you
that's
get it so
yeah that
dark?
yeah yeah. Ain't nobody growing that shit in just like, and it's not like full like a full beard. It's like all
No.
the same length and it's dark.
Yeah.
Like somebody just drew this nigga beard in. You remember that game where it was like a magnet and you drew all the like the
And you drug the magnet pieces around.
that's what that was.
Oh man, that's so funny, bro. Man. Oh, first I wanted to jump in real quick because we talked about Drake and Kendrick last time at the top of the pod. How do you feel about Cole? First of all, let me add this is how I have to ask this question first. Where was Cole in the big top three for you?
He was second. I mean, I don't really
Okay,
listen to
okay. So
Cole
we in the
or Kendrick for real, for real
same.
like that anyway. So I mean,
Same
Drake has
shit.
always been number one. So they can argue over who number two, and if that was the debate, because Drake didn't even join once Kendrick said that. So it's like that was a debate. It's like who was really trying to fight to be relevant between those two. So
Boy.
I mean, have fun. But I mean, him apologizing, I was just like, okay, well, this wasn't fun. Like, I don't listen to either of y'all, but
Oh
I would like to
man.
hear what y'all have to say. Like,
Yeah.
it's like that's like if
Apologizing.
that's like
It's crazy.
I've never seen it a day in my life when it comes to hip hop. Like, I mean, I see them like say we squashed the beef and things like that, but actually
Yeah.
like coming out and apologizing
My
after you made a
bad. That
diss
was
and things
lame
like
as
that,
hell for
like
me to do. It's like
what was
imagine a basketball game and the dude just come down and just somebody throw a oop, future throwing a oop to Kendrick, and he just just punch on you. You come down, cook him up. You don't drop him now. You just cook him up, hit a three, and they go, you know what? I'm gonna go sit on the bench. My bad, bro. I shouldn't have hit that three on you. My fault, bro. Like I'm gonna go sit down.
it was like the dude feeling everything. Bow bow. He
Yeah.
feels like, oh, I got my get back. Pow. You hit the three. Like, ooh, that's a double get back.
Like, all
And
right.
everybody in the crowd,
I
like,
shouldn't have did that.
oh, he cooking, he
and he
cooking.
and he
And
goes
it's
and picks
like
him up and it's like, my bad, bro. Coach, check me out. I'm sorry. Sorry, bro.
Remind me of that commercial back in the day. It's like, Coach, I
I
hit the
touched the
ball.
ball. Hey, that was
It's
the
the
worst
championship
commercial
game.
ever.
It's like, bro, it's the
Who
championship
no,
game, but I hit it, Coach. And the coach
no.
saying, good decisions. It's like, boy, get the hell out of here. It's a wrap,
Yeah. I
nigga.
wish
What you
the realistic version of that
doing?
is the coaches be like, boy, if you don't shut the fuck up, just shut the fuck up. Don't say
Like,
shit.
right.
Matter of
That if
fact,
you
get on the
say something,
bench.
you
Go sit
as a matter of
down.
fact, don't go actually go to the locker room if you're gonna
Yeah.
snitch, nigga. Like, get
Boy,
your
you
ass out
gotta
of here.
go away. You cut. You off the
But the fact
team.
that this man was like, yeah, Dreamville, how many of y'all Dreamville fuck with Kendrick? I'm like, and now you got your fans cheering for another, like, bro. What is going on? I said, okay,
Yeah.
so I don't think he's like 100% weak for it. I think there's some type of like, you know, good job for being a man. I guess he was your friend, so you don't want to beef with your friend like that. But it's just like, bro, like
Yeah, you seen the Joe
it's
Budden
still
shit going
rap.
around?
Uh-uh.
The little clip. Well, basically on the podcast today, Joe Budden basically said that he's talked to a bunch of people and they said that Drake went in there and just went scorched earth. Just fuck it. Just said fuck this shit. Like the thing that people been waiting to, because you think about it, all the
You're right.
disses and battles have just been like Drake was so big that he just could jab you and that was it. It was over with. He just
Right.
hit you with one line and people just took that line. Apparently, that Joe was saying like it's it's up. Like it's up. Like
Oh,
it's
Drake got some
no
shit about to drop.
like he about to drop a bomb. Like it's just over with. Like, ain't no my bad. We can be cool after this. None of that. Like it sound like that's why Cole might have got a he might have had an inside scoop from both
He probably
sides,
heard
seeing
it. He
how
probably heard it. He
serious.
said,
Ooh, like
"Oh, we on this
whoa,
type of time. I don't want you to
I'm
think
out.
I'm in."
Yeah, whoa, hold on, hey, bro, I fucks with you, bro. We cool.
Before you hear Drake shit, I ain't got nothing to do with
Yeah, my bad, bro. I
that.
don't want to do this with y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'll rap.
Wait, but the thing about it is, what in all of Drake's career, his biggest, I mean, not his biggest accomplishment, but everybody talking about Drake ain't this, Drake ain't that. What if he come out and he just body Kendrick and just
That's
like,
I told you it's the same thing as
oh,
Mahomes on the in the playoffs this year. It's the same. If he come out and bodies Kendrick Lamar, I think the real thing is if Kendrick Lamar doesn't put up a fight. Cause I think it's one thing if you like if they look at it as boxing, right? Like if I hit you and drop you, but you get up and drop me,
right, and it's a good fight.
then we just put up a good fight, and I don't think that really
But
moves
the
the
thing
needle
about it
for
is,
either of them. But if
can't.
Drake just come out and drops him, or Kendrick just come out and drop one Drake,
But the
like
thing about it is, if Drake dropped, if the thing about what made Cole this better than Kendrick's because Kendrick didn't really land a haymaker with his first diss though. It was just like
nah,
a I'm dissing y'all. I'm gonna let the internet hype it up, but they know because they know what I'm talking about. But y'all know I'm
yeah,
coming. So then it wasn't really like a these two niggas is where I'm coming from. I'm sure when Drake dropped his shit, it's gonna name drop like all type of Kendricks and
yeah.
Lamar's and all types of shit. Like
Like I just don't think it's
he gonna
funny.
sing rap on. It might change the beat 3 times. I don't know. It might be a
I
7 minute song.
what do you do? I brought this up last time, but to me, it's like the ultimate thing is like either like he's just rubber. Like he is just you can't do nothing to him. Meek Mill, and then people started talking about Meek Mill said that Young Dro, that's who it was. Young Dro peed on Drake,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody cared. We all
No.
was just being like, "Is that a is that a world tour? Your girl tour?" We didn't give a fuck. Nobody
Back to
cared.
back.
Yeah, nobody cared. This man said he got peed on, and nobody disputed it. Drake didn't dispute it. Nobody
Guys,
disputed the shit.
yeah.
And then it came
Then they
out.
say he got slapped by somebody too, or some shit like that, or
Yeah, like Diddy
uh,
slapped, but Diddy slapped J.
yeah,
Cole too. Like it's a bunch of weird shit going
yeah. He
on.
hanging Wale over the. Yeah, he do a lot of
Yeah,
other
yeah, that
shit,
was a
but
lot of aggressive,
yeah, he was. Maybe if you
aggressive
tell him no,
homoerotic
that's what he
shit now.
does.
Now when you look at it, it's very weird. Like this shit is odd. But
Now we see it as self defense to all them niggas too. It's like, damn,
yeah,
maybe you was protecting yourself.
yeah, exactly. But no, I think the ultimate thing I'm in a lot of people some people saying that maybe he might drop Friday. When they drop the album, he come right after, just straight back and just
Who dropping the album?
Future and Metro got another album coming out Friday.
Oh God, what they just one of those are two niggas that's always in the booth, so I wouldn't see
Yep.
why. Like
And
nigga Future wake up, roll over the bed and got a song ready.
But I just think if Drake somehow comes out of this, I think if they
Bro, he
really
really about to diss and he might diss some niggas that we don't even know he beefing with until like this song come out. He might just say fuck it. Like, did
but
they
I
not hear no friends in the industry? Or was they not they thought that shit was for play? Like he
but
really about to
the thing that's crazy to me is how many people like that he got beef with right now. You know, Ross jumped into a little beef. You got Future, you beefing with Future now. You got Kendrick. I
Well,
just
I
think if
hope
he,
they
if,
the Avengers because they gonna need it to beat Thanos.
I think like it's possible. I think it's very possible that he loses this, and
Listen,
it's a dent. I don't know because even the Pusha
yeah,
T shit didn't put a dent really. It's just
I
we go,
told
oh,
my
you lost
brother,
the push. Like, oh, okay,
like, oh, even the Avengers took a whole nother movie to beat Thanos, and they lost in the
they
first
lost the
one.
first time. Yeah,
They had to go back into time to beat this man. Like,
yeah.
so,
Like that
so
though. That's not an L. They smacked Drake with like that for sure. That was a smack. That was a
who?
you with that like that song. The
That
new
is
song with the
recent.
diss with the Kendrick diss on it.
Oh, the Kendrick. Yeah, but
Yeah, that song is a slapper. They really hit him over the head with that shit. Cause
yeah, but come on, you talking about songs that Drake can probably do that by himself.
but I don't know. I think
You
if he
talking about
comes
a
out,
man who got millions of flows. He could do a reggae song and diss him, and we'd be like, man,
if he comes out of this shit
this man
unscathed,
about to get a Grammy,
that's
another Grammy with a reggae song dissing somebody.
that's my whole thing. If he comes out of this, it's the same thing with Mahomes. I was like, if you go through this path and make it, it's gonna be a very hard argument to say like he not the best quarterback we've ever seen. I think that's what if Drake comes out of a Kendrick Lamar, Future, Rick Ross, whoever else jumps in the beef or whatever, if he comes out of that shit unscathed, it's no debate. The debate is over with.
Come on,
But
man.
ain't nobody getting
Do they not want Tunchi to hop on this beat with Drake and
boy.
settle this with him,
But
or do we
Wayne
just got
might
to do
not be
that?
down with him because of the rumors that they've been rumored to low key have the weird little they don't really fuck with each other because Drake smashed Wayne girl while he was in jail. That been a whole thing for a long time.
Well,
And they not
what
even really cool. They just
can we
do
do
it.
this? Can we do this? Who hasn't Drake smashing? Like, come on now. Are we gonna act like the rumor stuff? We know this nigga is a look at his songs he made.
I
You
just
think this nigga ain't fucking y'all girls
I think
or
it's
y'all
odd.
exes?
I think it's very odd if we give Future a
Come on,
pass
dog.
for like being upset over some shit with a girl. You Future.
Right, you supposed to be Mr. like toxic and don't give a shit about nothing
Yeah,
with
like
girls. That's why you got
Mr.
like
Toxic.
you
Mr.
can't
Fuck
beef
these bitches
you can't beef with Drake about a chick when
over a
Russell
girl.
Wilson got Sierra dog.
I
Like
guess it
you
depends
go
on what you say though, because apparently, because Drake made it seem like there's two versions of it. One of them said something about the other one to the other one, but I low key
yeah,
now I'm thinking Drake said something about Future to the
yeah.
girl.
I'm
Because
sure that's how it was. I mean, he's a light skinned nigga who thinks
hey,
she's like
whoa, come on,
well, I'm just saying that's what Drake seemed like the type to pillow talk. Just from look, bro, doesn't his music seem like he a pillow talking ass
definitely,
nigga? He just can like make
definitely.
music.
I
He's like
just
everything he
what's the
says is
pillow
like
talk?
pillow talk
Because
shit.
even the pillow talk could make Future
Marvin's
look
room,
bad.
nigga. Like Marvin's room on Take Care is the ultimate. Just he got so many fuck boy songs. You just like, man, this nigga is.
But there's another version of this that Future is the one that was making little jokes about Drake to the girl and the girl
And
to
I see
Drake.
that shit too, cause
And if that
like I see it
happened,
from both ways, nigga.
Future done. If that's true and there's any type of proof or Drake just says it the right way, Future gonna look crazy. Cause
And
you
I'm
can't
just
be Future and be the nigga
why
hello
are
talking about
all
Drake.
these
Uh
why are all these dudes messing with the same girl?
because
Y'all go to all these
that's
places. See,
rich nigga shit. That's what
but y'all
happened.
want to mess with the same girls. It's like the what did we say last time? It's like the top athletes at the college all want to mess with the same cheerleaders. Like, but
Yes.
you got still 50,000 other females to go to your school. You just like,
Yeah.
what kind of weird shit is this?
Yeah. They all
She
this
ain't the best
rich
looking.
nigga shit.
You just want the I don't know whatever the hell
Mm.
she is at the time.
No,
Whatever,
but
rich nigga. That's above my pay grade.
let's move to some sports. That
That's
was
a
a
good
good
little
little
10,
10
15.
quick in and out. I figured that was we'll start adding in there as the beef cooks up. We'll just start adding it like to the end of the pod and going however long we need to. Just
Mm-hmm.
start talking about stuff because summertime gonna be it ain't no sports after June unless you want to
Yeah,
talk
I might
base.
shout out the Astros here and
I'm
there.
about to say yeah, you want to talk baseball in June through August, then hey, be
No,
my guest. But we
Oshani and Della Cruz. That's the only people I could talk
yeah,
about
see.
for
I only know one of those names. So this podcast was all
real.
over the place. But hey, guess what?
It
We got to
was. It
warm back up,
was.
man. We got It can be loose right now
It was
because
what's
we
crazy
got
is I
5 months
think
till football. So
when that's what I said. When are we gonna announce that this is really just like it's a sports podcast,
half the
but
year.
mainly for football
Yeah,
because it's like
basically.
every week we're gonna say it's a warm up to football. It's a
Yeah. That's how I'm gonna start starting every podcast.
welcome to the podcast. It's just a warm up to
Just wait for
football.
football. It
So
gets better.
the things we actually know,
But no, I
like
think NBA playoffs it'll be nice. Your boy's getting smacked right now, by the way, if you didn't know.
the Heat.
Yeah. Dallas up
Mm.
20 in the third quarter.
Dallas been on fire too lately
Oh, they
too. I
got
ain't.
76 points with 9 minutes left in the third
I'm
quarter.
tired of basketball. Like, why is it like that? Like, yeah,
They about to score 200
I mean,
points, bro.
I get there's a just like offensive like niggas want to see offense, but man, I want to see some defense too lately. Like, Lord, like this,
See, I
get
like
out of
this
here.
is a it's a that's a good topic we'll have to get in. You have to listen to that LeBron JJ Redick podcast, bro. They broke that shit down. And that's to me that made so much sense. Where they basically like the spacing and how teams run their offense right now is once you know how to manipulate the spacing and the shooters, it's you can't stop it. There's no way to stop the three ball anymore because we know too much
Right,
now.
that's
We
true.
know how to get people off screens and run action on one side of the court, run the fucking off ball action on the other side of the court, get niggas open,
Right.
and you can't
It's
do
just
nothing. You
basically
can't help
consume.
everywhere.
It's basically like hopefully he off tonight.
That's it. Or double team
Hopefully
people and triple team people. Hope they miss the
hopefully
pass.
your third guy doesn't get off like Draymond hitting
Yeah,
five threes the other night. Like,
but it's like with Luca,
like
it's like what that's what they was talking about with Luca and the Hawks was like they didn't double team him because you double team him and he's gonna have 15 assists. If you don't double team him, he gonna score 70.
so
So
are
it's
we at a
like
point where it's just like so if
this
they saying that, are we at a point just like it's just bad defense is over because people just smart enough to manipulate the game?
yep, pretty
It's
much.
like so we're about to have
The
like
other
100.
version of this is a team that has three Wimbies. That's how you fix it. If you want a defense, you just that's the how you have 3 7-foot dudes that can play five
So basically,
through
my two
three.
K teams back in the day when I used
Yeah,
to
the
make
creative
rosters.
team. Yeah. My
It's
point guard
like,
6'9", the shooting guard
yeah,
6'10", the 3 6. He's 7 foot. The power
yeah,
forward seven
they
two.
all 100
Yeah,
ratings
they
and
all can
100 and
shoot,
everything.
dribble. Yeah,
That makes sense. Yeah, okay. Well,
that's where it's at.
oh
Let me
man,
see. Hold on. I was gonna do this real quick. 24 plus 5.
29. I pulled
Yeah.
my hamstring, boy. That shit hurt.
Ooh. Divided by 29. 1.6 times 79. They on okay, that's not crazy, I guess. I'm trying to see what they was on pace to score. They're only on pace to score like 130. That's not crazy. I mean, it's a little crazy, but it's not.
Nah, I mean, what when we get to the point where we say 130 not crazy, it's like, yeah, that's
Yeah, you're
just
right. You're right. Like that is wild to think 130 is just I mean, we had two
yeah.
teams score 150 on each other this year.
Yeah, I know. That's what's
Twice.
just somebody had 70 something in the first half.
Yep.
I don't know what game that was. I'm like, bro, 76 in the first half. I'm like, bro, I'm
I
not
mean,
watching basketball no more. But
that's damn near what the Mavericks did just now. They had
everybody like to
75 in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter.
everybody like to get off when I'm not doing basketball betting
Of
and shit
course.
like
That's
that. Like
always
that's
how it
crazy.
works. Then you
Draymond
bet they
Green,
score
I bet
70.
I bet Draymond Green to hit over point five threes all the time. And then the day I don't, he gets five.
Yeah,
It's
he
just
hit
like when
5
you
last night.
like you son of a oh
Dude,
man.
Luca, the step back is sick. All right, that's it, everybody. Yeah, we playoffs is around the corner. We just warming up.
Yeah, well,
We
you know,
still warming up.
we should hit him with a mock draft next week.
There you
Just
go. We can
just
we can
something
do that.
different. Just go ahead. I don't know. You want to do trades or no trades?
Oof. No trades, because if we do trades, we'll be sitting there for too long.
Yeah.
We
All
can
right.
figure that out. We can figure that out throughout the
So if
week.
no do it if no teams was to trade, even though teams are going to trade, the
A
Vikings
thousand
are going to
percent.
trade up and to
Maybe.
get a quarterback. Like that's just like Oakland's going to trade, Chargers probably going to trade. Like it's going to be some trades.
I can see
So,
that. But we'll
but
figure it out. We got some time to figure out how to run a mock
I guess
draft.
we should start to try to get some some credible mock drafts.
Yeah, but that's damn. We'll figure it out. We got 2 weeks. That's two. Well, ooh,
Well, if we do it on Wednesdays, then we'll be that Wednesday before because it starts on Thursday,
yeah.
so we can hit it that Wednesday
We
right
might have to
before that
do.
Thursday.
We might have to do an emergency like Monday pod because it'll be
So not,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or do it like not Sunday. Fuck. We
I
have to.
play football Sundays. Oh,
We'll have to do like a weird Monday pod after the draft or something to do our reactions. Cause yeah, we're gonna do a pod Wednesday and then jump, and that shit starts the next day. Either way, we can. This is stuff
Thursday.
we can
Yeah,
text and figure out.
yeah. Right. It's like why would we talk about
Yeah, but I
it
hope you guys enjoyed the pod. I know it was a little, whatever. I'm hopefully, 45 minutes of women's basketball talk was pretty good.
it definitely was. Yeah,
We just
like
gotta.
every other show did.
But I thought
So
about it. We took last week off. We took a week off. What 2 or 3 weeks before that? It just rustiness. I think I'm gonna start
right.
doing a Sunday pod again, like the solo joint for like 30 minutes or something when basketball come back, just to have a little gap coverage between all the playoff games. So we'll figure it out. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah. I forgot. I don't even do an intro. Do I do an intro? I don't even remember. That's
He's at the
sad. It's been a
outro. Like
week.
I used to hook them, but basketball, football, no college sports is already. I could hook it for baseball, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Eh,
Baseball.
yeah.
Olympics too. I keep forgetting about that. Olympics coming up
Oh
this
yeah,
summer. So we will have that this summer.
July,
So that'll
right?
be cool. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
All right. Well,
June,
Shakari
July.
Richardson won. And okay, so
All
who
right.
else want to run? Like,
We will see you guys next week.
wow.